Good morning everyone. I am Mrs. Sibi from KOTTIVAKKAM and I am working as an English teacher in YMCA Higher Secondary School, KOTTIVAKKAM. Now I am going to teach 11th standard English, first unit, first lesson, The Portrait of a Lady. The author name is Khushwant Singh. In this lesson, the name of the lesson, The Portrait of a Lady. The other meaning we can call the picture of a lady or a drawing of a lady, because the author explained his grandmother as the narrator narrates, as the painter narrates his picture. Then here is a story that brings out the bond between the author and his grandmother. The author recalls his childhood about his grandparents, especially his grandma, because he loved very much his grandma. He born and brought up in village only. The author discussed about some matters for the readers. First point, the turning point in their relationship between the grandma and the author. The second point, he discussed about the loneliness of her grandma when he went to abroad. So at that point, the grandma demise. The fourth point, the sparrows have attended the funerals when she died. Finally, the author concludes his grandmother's love for her grandchildren are always incomparable, because the grandmother is specially, or grandparents are specially for all the children, for loving and caring, because this facility is not getting for some people. Nowadays we are all living as a nuclear family, so the bonds are not getting for everyone. Now I am going to teach second lesson, first poem, Once Upon a Time. And this, the author name is Gabriel Okara. So in this lesson, the author says about the modern times and the olden times, and he longs for the love, because in this society we are not getting true love and genuine love. So he compares them. In this poem, he compares the olden days with modern days, and he longs for love, and he asks his child to seek love to him, because people are wearing some faces according to their places. For example, when they are going to office, they are showing some faces. When they reach home, they faces different faces. They show different faces. So there are, he told about 6 phases, because office phase, home phase. So some of the phases we are showing some sides, other places. For examples, in olden days people used to laugh with their heart, but now the people are not genuine. They are not showing their laughing genuinely. So artificially they are showing their laugh artificially with their teeth only. The poet implores his son to teach him how to laugh with true emotions and love as he did during his childhood. So finally, he longs for love, and he longs for the olden days with their parents he lived. Olden days, because in olden days the people lived with more human values, where we had real love and real concern for each other. So finally, he tells to the reader, we must be love for olden life. For example, human values. We must value our human values, the real love. We must show real love, not an artificial love to one another. Now I am going to teach third lesson, supplementary reader, after 20 years. After 20 years. This is a bond between two friends. And this is a story about two friends. They are two friends, they are Bob and Jimmy were friends. Now gist of the story follows. Bob and Jimmy were friends. When they were young, they both decided to go anywhere. So somewhere, places, and after 20 years, they must meet in the same place after 20 years. Then, in this story, when they young, they decided to part away, and that time they made an agreement to meet each other. So after 20 years, Jimmy Wells has been more successful than Bob and became a good cop as a policeman. But Bob financially succeeded by indulging unlawful activities. He earned so much of money from the unlawful activities. Finally, Jimmy Wells arrested Bob with the help of other policemen. So, he has the situations. The friend got a situation to arrest his own friend, though he is a friend. So, because of his unlawful activities, he arrested his friend. So, this is a short story. Okay. In grammar section, now we are going to see auxiliary verbs. First of all, auxiliary verbs have two kinds. First one is auxiliary verb and modals. Now we are going to see the first one, be verb. What are the things containing in be verb? First one is be verb. Examples: am, is, was, are, were. These are be verb. Next, do verb. What are do verbs? Do, did, and does. Third one is have verb. Have, has, and had. These are basic verbs, auxiliary verb. So the other kinds of verbs are modals. Modals, we have modals and semi-modals. First one is modals. We have 9 modals are there. So they are can, could, shall, should, will, would, may, might, and must. These are modals, basic modals. And second one is semi-modals. Semi-modals are used to, dare, need, and ought to. So these basic verbs are we are using according to their places. So first one is be verb. So some examples I am going to give in the next session. So be verb, am, is, was, or were. These are basic. So every sentence we are saying these verbs. Okay, in the next session we are going to see the continuity of this one.